Hi, and welcome to Elise Talks. I'd like to begin by telling you a story. In 2010, I was ready to return to the workforce. A couple of years before, I'd had my last baby, and I knew it was time to get back to work. I knew I didn't want to return to accounting and finance, which is what I had done as part of my college education and trained professionally. I also didn't want to go back to property management, which I'd had a company doing as well. Something that had always piqued my interest was teaching fitness. I'd always had a love for that. I'd worked out at home for years while having my 4 children and just thought, that'd be kind of a cool place to go. So I approached the local gym that I was attending and found out about certification programs. I did my certification. The group fitness manager put me on the sub list, and I had the chance to teach a few little one-off courses or classes here and there. And after a little bit of time, I found out that one of my fellow employees was going to be moving. So I decided I was going to approach the general manager and go in and say, hey, guess what? Like, I'm certified to teach spin. This is so great. I'm such a, it's the 915 crew. It's the stay-at-home moms. It's the people that are in my peer group. Like, let's go for this. And I had been offered a teaching position at another facility that I had never been to before. But I really wanted to stay. That gym was like home to me. So I went in, I pled my case. I even provided a little bit of scarcity, thinking like, oh, see, they might lose me because I could go to this other place. And this general manager just kind of sat there for a second, and then he looked me up and down, and he very matter-of-factly said to me, you will never be what we're looking for here. That other facility is for losers. You should go work there. And I actually heard the girl in the office or the cubicle beside his office like gasp. And I can honestly tell you, I don't even know what I said. I know I just like dejectedly got my children out of childcare, tucked my tail between my legs, and went home. And after a little bit of regrouping, I did contact the other facility and say, okay, let's go for it. I want to work. This is what I want to do. And I got a job teaching a seniors fitness class, which is a story for another time. But that was experience to me, it was so surreal. And as I look back on it many, many years later, as somebody who is a owner of a business where I run a fitness facility for a major energy company, and I have staff, and I'm stunned still to this day at the harshness of that judgment and those unkind words. And I can tell you that probably for 4 or 5 years after that experience, every time I went anywhere to start teaching that was a new location for me, because I did eventually end up teaching all over the place in our downtown for different oil companies and corporate facilities, and hundreds and hundreds of classes into my career. I would still hear those words, you are never going to be what we're looking for. Those words, they were just someone's opinion. They were not based on my skill, on my personality. There was no reflection of who I was as an individual. I think what really made it worse, and my husband said to me at one point, I feel so bad that this thing that you love has hurt you so badly. It was because I loved it so much. And it was because I had this belief when I started the process that I would be able to go in and teach and be normal. I was 5'4" and 175 to 180 pounds. And I was just average. Like, I'm still just average to this day, all these years later. And I never understood why that was a problem. I really wanted the opportunity to go and to help other people feel okay about that journey. I wanted them to feel comfort in the fact that some of us, life has weathered us physically and emotionally, and that it's okay, that you can keep working and you can be better and you can be healthier and you can be stronger. And maybe Sports Illustrated is never going to call any of us up to be in their magazine, and that's okay. that opinion, those words, they held a lot of power over me for a long time. And in reflection now, as somebody who has staff, as somebody who has interviewed people who came in looking just like I look, I want to tell you, never, ever let someone tell you that you aren't enough. Never let them tell you that you will never be enough. If you are passionate about something, if you really love something and you feel like you have something to offer the world around you, no one's opinion should ever stop you from doing that. I reflect a lot in the last couple of years about what I would have done had I not stayed in health and wellness and in fitness in particular. When I walk into a studio now, I love my job. I know without a doubt it's the place I'm supposed to be. And I still look pretty close to what I did that day sitting in that office, except that I have that thicker skin and knowledge and time under my belt. But never let someone stop you. Never let them take away who you are. Be strong, be confident, give yourself time. You know, none of us are a finished product, but keep working at it. And next time somebody talks like a jerk to you, just, don't take 5 years to get over it. Be strong, okay? Thanks for tuning in. Feedback, comments, experiences you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them. And hopefully I have more that's going to come up that's going to be of value to you. Have a great day.